Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Alissa McGuirl. I'm an ortho, pelvic physical therapist, and fitness coach. In this video, we're going to be going over 5 tips to stay healthy as an entrepreneur, because I am myself an entrepreneur. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the 5 mistakes that I made that you are probably making in your entrepreneurial journey that are causing your health to kind of take a nosedive, but actually could be showing up in your business as well. So tip number 1, eat better. And I know this goes without saying, and you might even trying to be doing this right now. But as an entrepreneur, this is what's literally fueling us to do all the things that we have to do. And if we're not eating healthy, potentially snacking on a whole bunch of these different unhealthy foods, maybe not eating enough, maybe eating too much, we can potentially experience some health consequences as a result of this. And when we don't feel our best, we don't function our best, and it's gonna show up in our business. So as an entrepreneur, we need to prioritize eating healthy. And some of us might have an idea of what that means, but what I want you to prioritize is eating at least 3 meals per day. So breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I know you might be thinking, oh my God, that's a lot of food. How am I gonna spend the time to make sure I have all of those meals? Prepare your food. So usually what I do is take 2 to 3 days out of the week to prepare all of my food. So that means I have these quick things to eat on hand, but these are not like these quick, highly processed, highly fatty, highly sugary foods that are easy to eat, easy to obtain, but they're not helping my overall health and potential fitness goals. So prioritize prepping your food. I like to say prep your proteins, prep some veggies, potentially prep your carbs, but majorly, I really want you to prep your proteins and veggies to make sure that you're getting these in throughout the week and you have them available to you, so you don't grab these quick, highly processed sugary foods, or you don't eat anything at all and your energy starts to dip and you just are not functioning at your best in your day-to-day. So prepare your food. This will save you so much. It'll also potentially save you some money because you're not potentially door dashing, eating out on these not potentially good foods. And this will show up in how you're feeling and functioning in your work. Number 2, make sure you are prioritizing exercise. And I know as an entrepreneur, depending on the field that you're in, you might spend a lot of time sitting, spend a lot of time on the computer, potentially on your phone, and you're just doing this frequently throughout the day. And as a result, you're potentially maybe gaining a little bit more body fat, you're losing potentially some muscle mass. And as a result, you again might not feel as well. So we want to prioritize getting in some exercise. And this exercise, depending on who you are, it might look a little bit different for you. So if you are just starting out, maybe you don't exercise all too much, I want you to just start walking, getting in as much movement as you can throughout the day. This is a good source of exercise. And some of us, this might be like something that you're pretty used to. And if you are used to just walking and moving around a little bit more, we need to add in some component of this strength training. So strength training is going to help us build more muscle. It's going to help our bodies become more resilient. It's going to help our brain become more resilient so that you are showing up as your best self when you are doing any type of work that you're doing. So this muscle mass, it's going to help you feel better. It's going to help you look better and perform better in all the tasks that you are doing at your business. So number 3, and I feel like I'm going to get a lot of backlash from this because I feel like as an entrepreneur, something's got to give. We have all of these things that we have to do. And sometimes it's the food that gives, sometimes it's the exercise that give. But most of the time, I feel like the thing that gives, or the things that we sacrifice, is our sleep. And our sleep is where our body heals and recover. And it's healing our brain, it's healing our muscles, it's healing all the things that are going on within us, our heart. And if we're not sleeping enough, we're gonna take a hit on all of these things going on us internally, and it's gonna reflect in how we show up in our day-to-day. So make sure you are getting enough sleep. So ideally, it should be 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Some of us, it might be a little bit less. Sometimes it might have to be a little bit less depending on the things that you have going on. But we want to start to prioritize sleeping. Please start prioritizing sleeping, and you're gonna notice how you show up better in your day-to-day. So when we are prioritizing sleep, we're prioritizing the amount of sleep that we get, but we also want to prioritize the quality of sleep that we get. So trying to eliminate screen time before bed. So being off of our phone before bed, trying to do something relaxing before bed. Maybe even, I know, this might be hard, reducing the caffeine after a certain period of the day, because that's going to show up in how you're sleeping. So if you're having caffeine later in the day, you're not going to be able to go to sleep as quick, but also it's going to reduce the quality of your sleep. So ideally, start to reduce the amount of caffeine that you're having, especially caffeine after about like 12 p.m. noon, because this is going to show up in how quickly you go to sleep, but also the quality of your sleep. And if you can, I'm getting into the nitty-gritty right now, sleep in a cool, dark room. So this is going to help you recover better. This is going to help your brain recover better. All of the things going on in your body recover better so that you just show up better in your day-to-day. Number 4, prioritize. Okay, I know this might be hard. So as an entrepreneur, we are juggling our business, potentially work, potentially kids as well. And if maybe we are trying to prioritize our body. So we have all of these things that are going on all at the same time. And we need to prioritize what is most important to us and minimize any excess distractions. So I want you to figure out what is important to you, what you need to do to get there, and then things that are not as important, things that you don't necessarily need to do, or they might just be a distraction in reaching your overall goals. We need to start to reduce and eliminate them, because this is all just background noise in our head. So when we're going on throughout our day and we have all of these little background noises, all these little things buzzing in our head, it's going to distract us. And yes, we need that to be able to prioritize like our goals. But when we have all of these things that we're focusing on in our day, what that's going to do, it's going to put our body in this more stressed or fight or flight state. So our body is constantly worrying about this. In actuality, yes, we need to be worrying about some of those things, but some of those things are just a distraction that we do not need to be worrying about. And that's just contributing to more stress in our body. And when we have too much stress in our body, that's going to limit our body's ability to heal. It's going to limit the ability for our brain to heal, our muscles to heal, all of our internal organs to be able to heal. So we need to start to prioritize the things that are important to us and minimize these distractions. So one of the things that I have done as an entrepreneur is I wrote out all of my goals, and I wrote out what is most important to me, and I'm getting rid of all the things that are just a distraction and things that are not necessarily bad, but they're taking away from my overall goal. And you really might have to reflect on this, because again, I know there are so many things that we need to get done and some things we cannot take out. But I'm sure there are a few things in there that you might be able to take out to help you reach your overall goal, but without sacrificing your health at the same time. And then last but not least, number 5. So this kind of goes with everything that I just said. So take time to recover and focus on your mental health. So this can look like doing things that you actually enjoy and that actually bring you happiness. So this could be like going to your kid's soccer game. This could be going out to lunch and having like a deep conversation, or just a fun conversation with a loved one. This could also be taking some time to do some maybe yoga or some breath work to connect with your body, or going for a walk just so that you're able to distract yourself from all of the stressors and things that are going on throughout your life. So you do all 5 of these, yes, your body's going to feel so much different. It's going to look different, and how you show up in your business is going to be different, and it's going to make an impact on all these different areas in your life. So hopefully this helped, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.